We're now going to prepare the schedule of expected cash disbursements for materials purchases. Remember, in letter D, it says of each month's direct material purchases, 20% are paid for in the month of the purchase, while the remainder is paid for in the month following the purchase. So, in December, we would have paid for the all of the accounts payable, and we would get that from looking at the balance sheet. So the balance sheet showed accounts payable of $43,000, and that would have been the 80% of December's purchases that we're now paying in January. So that is one number that we can just enter without a formula. So in January, we're going to pay for 20% of January's purchases. So this is the letter A here. It's going to be equals 20% times 52452. So I'm just going to put that in there instead of the number in case that changes. And notice it's rounding it. So this is a good opportunity for me to show you. We don't want it rounded to pennies. We want it rounded to the nearest dollar. So I come up here, and if I want more decimals, I'll hit this button, and this is the decrease the decimal. And by selecting all of this, I basically formatted it all at the same time. Now in January, in February, we're going to pay 80% of what we bought in January. So this equals 80% times January's purchases. February's purchases, we're going to pay 20% of February's purchases. Actually, that should be blank. This is the field I want to go to. So this equals 20% times February's purchases, and this equals 80% times February's purchases. In March, we're going to pay 20% times March's purchases. And I notice it put those decimals in there again. So I'm going to add all these up, and then we'll change it to the nearest dollar. So here we want to do the sum function, and we can just copy that all the way over here. And in the quarter, we'll do the same thing, sum. Now that's not exactly what I had in mind. Let's see if I can change this. It's a little awkward. So we want E73 through E73. I don't want F73. We want that to be E. See if that gives us what we want. Yeah. And then I can just copy that all the way down. And I've got these decimals in here. So I'm highlighting them, and I'm going to decrease the decimal. So that is the expected cash disbursements. The next recording will show you the expected cash disbursements for conversion costs.